I was coming to that point because when you said there are no rural roads in Osun State, it shows that your party, the APC, has not done well for the state because the PDP is just in power for about 3 years in Osun State.
Yes, so APC had a program called Rural Access, we called it RAMP. And for rural roads, they're not looking for tarred roads. They're looking for graders to ensure that the roads are smooth enough to go on. What we've experienced in going out to the wards is most of the rural roads are now, through the rains, have become so deplorable over the last 3 years that only motorbikes can get to those places. If we allow the local governments, as has been done in other APC states, to function effectively, some of these things are supposed to be done by the local government, and we will ensure that that is in place with an APC government.
Considering the sitting governor at the moment, how formidable is the APC to be able to deliver in Osun State? Governor Oyetola is a governor that a lot of people have described as a grassroots person. What do you make of him?
Governor Oyetola.
I'm talking about Governor Adeleke.
Adeleke, okay. Thank you very much. APC has always been, Osun has always been a progressive state, right? If you go back to 2014, when there was a governorship election, APC led PDP with 110,000 votes. The people of Osun are progressive by nature. What happened in 2022 that caused this change was a misnomer. Misnomer in the sense that there were areas where things that should have happened did not happen. For example, there were communities that voting carried on till 10 p.m., 11 p.m. at night, where ideally after 2 o'clock, people on the queue will be counted, and by 4, 5, 6, that's done. And if you look at the election result, there was just 28,000. So while on the face of it, we did not lose the election, but there were a lot of irregularities. Governor Adeleke, you call him a grassroots person. Governor Adeleke has never visited 10 local governments in Osun State, right? He stays in the cities, has no idea what the rural people, 70% of the population that he governs, are going through. When you look at the governance and what it should be, if you look at it coming right out of the gate, it was a lot of missteps by this administration. A day into office, executive orders were rolled out, right? Doing things like suspending mining licenses, which a governor doesn't have the ability to do because mining is on the exclusive list. Doing things like reversing employment that was done by the previous administration. 2,500 teachers were employed by the outgoing administration. Immediately, 1,500 of them were fired. 2,000 health workers were employed, out of which there was about 200 doctors and nurses. They were all fired on the spot. For the teachers that were fired, a promise was made that 5,000, this promise was made 3 years ago.
Okay.
That 5,000 teachers are going to be, just a second, 5,000 teachers were going to be employed into Osun State. Guess what? They did tests for them. They paid to apply. 32,000 people paid between 3,000 and 5,000 naira to apply for jobs in their own state by their government, which brought a revenue of almost 150 million.
Let me come in at the moment. This is the same governor that has offset the salaries about 15 months of the outstanding salaries owed by the former governor Rauf Aregbesola. I'm talking about the current governor at the moment. But at the moment, the federal government is saying, hold your governors accountable.
Absolutely.
Due to the FAC allocations given to these governors.
Absolutely.
But it's not getting to the people at the grassroots. Some of these people are still complaining. What do you think the APC, if you emerge as the candidate of the party, you will do right?
Well, the first step in that is to understand the needs of the people. right? The federal government under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has put the Renewed Hope agenda in place, directed towards the people, the grassroots. I think on the 24th of July, he announced what you just said, saying to the governors, you need to go to the grassroots. 2 days ago, on the 29th, a Renewed Hope agenda World Development Program was instituted by the federal government, right? The challenge that we have in Osun State is that some of the social things that have been done by the federal government is not getting to our people at the grassroots. There's a lot of disinformation and misinformation. What we will do different, we're approaching this with vision. Osun is a state that is rich in culture, right? We're the cultural heartbeat of the Yoruba people. Very proud people, always ahead of civilization, right? Osun has natural resources that are not being well tapped. So the first thing is to figure out, is to put in place a plan, an actionable plan from day one, from the get-go, that allows us to upskill our youths. The Osun of our dreams is an Osun where a child can dream, where our youths can achieve and families can prosper, right? We've started that with the needs assessment. The word visits is to listen to our people, understand their concerns, and use that not just as an individual, but as a party. APC will use that to come up with a manifesto that is people-focused, that will be able to deliver.
Okay, so APC will use that to come up with the